The Alberta Carbon Grid is a collaboration between Pembina and TC Energy, and it's a vision to create a world-scale open access transportation and sequestration project for carbon emissions across Alberta.
And so it's a natural project for us to advance in that it will also help TC pipelines as well as Pembina pipelines achieve our collective objectives of having reduced emissions going forward.
It's not just a solution for Pembina or TC Energy's emissions. It's a solution for our customers' emissions, and it's a solution for the oil and gas industry, and beyond that, for all industrial emissions across Alberta.
One of our single top priorities is that we made it open access. Open access to all customers, all potential partners, and we'd still look forward to joining with others as we develop a solution for all of Alberta.
The Alberta Carbon Grid is currently focused on reducing emissions out of the Alberta industrial heartland. This is the first project that's going along with the government process. This project will then be replicated across other parts of the province.
The Alberta Carbon Grid project in the first phase is seeking to capture and sequester up to 10 million tonnes per annum, with the potential to grow and expand up to 20 million tonnes per annum. This could ultimately reduce Alberta's emissions by 10%.
The Alberta Carbon Grid is going to benefit all Canadians. It's going to help Canada meet its ambitious targets of net zero by 2050.
And one of the best ways to do that is actually using an old technology called CCUS. So carbon today comes from industrial processes. It's something that's combusting, you end up with carbon, and today it generally gets emitted. So we take those emissions, we purify them, we compress them, and that's the capture portion of it. We then go and take that compressed carbon, put it into a pipeline, transport it to its final destination, and inject it into the ground. Where we inject it into the ground, in our case, is we're looking at deep saline aquifers. Those are in very secure locations that allows us to store that CO2 for a long period of time.
We're really excited to be working with TC Energy. The two companies, Pembina and TC Energy, bring literally decades of experience in the pipeline industry.
Because we have all of that experience, we can take that experience and bring it to a new platform and really adopt those same proven methodologies to safely operate and construct these new projects.
Pembina and TC Energy already have miles and miles of pipelines and rights-of-way, and we're looking to leverage that as much as possible so that we minimize the impact to the environment.
We don't want to disturb new land, new right-of-ways for developing new pipelines when we can use existing corridors that are already established. And so that makes a very low impact way of adding this infrastructure to the backbone of Alberta.
The world is facing a huge challenge with carbon emissions. The Alberta Carbon Grid is an opportunity to really partner between government and industry to reduce carbon emissions in Canada overall and in Alberta.
We've been working really closely with our government partners to refine and clarify the process along the way so that we do it right, and we provide feedback and input as they design the right types of incentives that can drive the right behaviors to establish grids like this in the province.
So working together, we really need to partner, and part of that is funding what is, in some cases, new technologies and new areas. And then locally, it's going to help communities just through economic development and investment and jobs.
We hire a number of people to come and physically build the project. As the project transitions to operations, we then go and we do training, and we hire people in order to operate the assets themselves.
Safety is a core value to both Pembina and TC Energy, and as we approach the Alberta Carbon Grid, we're going to approach it just like any of our other operations, safety first.
So what we do now in our planning and preparation work will lead to a higher quality project in the end, which will be not only safer for our workers, but safer for the communities around us. There's lots of ways for us all as society to have a lower carbon future. We can all make individual choices. We can use new technologies, but there's no quicker pathway than through carbon capture and sequestration.
We believe that the Alberta Carbon Grid is a project that is transformational for the province and frankly having a big impact on Canada.
It's not just about reducing Pembina's emissions or TC Energy's emissions, it's much bigger than that. And so working together with TC Energy and with industry and with government, we're confident that we can help Canada meet its ambitious targets of net zero by 2050.